My name is Robert Duffy, and I'm making this video for the salesmen or the instructors who are going to use a quick step anchor and teach people how to use it. First of all, for the salesmen, this is a roof prop. It's a prop that I use. Works out pretty well. Showing people how to anchor a quick step in. This roof prop right here has 1/2-inch plywood and 1 layer of shingles. This one right here has a 1/2-inch plywood, 3 layers of shingles. So it'll work just as good on either one of them. You can see the back side of this roof prop. All it is some 2x4s into a box. You got a set of legs right here that are held in by a carriage bolt, and then there's a little safety string in the back, 1/2-inch plywood. It's really easy to make. The instructions are going to be on the website. It's very effective in showing firefighters how to use it and showing them how stable it is on the roofs. First thing I wanted to show you is for one layer of shingles, all you need to do is make one quick cut. It could be a 90-degree cut. It doesn't matter. Very simply, take your saw, make your cut, and a quick step anchors in very easily. Actually drops in by itself. Ideally, the way that you want to have it mounted is to have the hooks on either side of a roof rafter. Makes it the most stable. There's some heat sensors that are on here. People are asking questions about how the hooks are going to withstand the heat, and it's gonna have the same amount of heat that your saw has when you're cutting the roof. But just to be on the safe side, we put some heat sensors on there. If they turn black, you're going to take it out of service and replace the hooks. As you can see, the way that this is mounted in, right in the back, these hooks have a bite on the sheathing right here. You got probably about a 6-7 inch bite. It's very stable. You're obviously going to go over your sounding techniques with your firefighters. You get up on the roof and you sound it and your axe goes through. You're obviously not going to use this on the roof, and you shouldn't be on here anyways. The only difference would be in your cuts is when you start getting to a roof here. This is 3 layers of shingles. It's close to about 2.5–3 inches thick. And in Massachusetts, you can have up to 3 layers, and then you have to strip it before you put any more shingles on. So it's a 50-50 shot. Half the houses are probably going to be like this, the other half probably be like this. But when you're using a quick step anchor on a roof that has 3 layers of shingles, the only difference is you're going to make actually 2 cuts. Your first cut you're going to make, you want to make it on an angle going down towards the ground, probably about 10 degrees or so. You're going to make a cut going down about 10 degrees, and then you're actually going to put the saw right in the same hole, and you're just going to take away that wood. It takes a couple of seconds longer, not much longer. You're just going to take away the excess wood, and then it's going to fall in just like it did on the 1 layer. Actually, what I want to show you is when you have 1 layer of shingles and you're using this, you're going to get a little bit of movement in there, and that's designed to be like that. Because when you get a shock load on this, the quick step anchor is going to move, and it's going to give you it has some forgiveness, so it's not going to rip right out of the roof. So you're going to get a little bit of movement on your 1 layer of shingles. Don't worry about that. It's not enough to throw you off. When you get into your 3 layers here, pretty much same thing. Give it a little pop. Now it's locked in, and nice and stable. You work right off this. Same thing. It's still locked in the back, just like it was on your 1 layer of shingles here on this roof top. As you can see, I was training some guys last week on just making cuts with the chainsaw on the roof. And the one thing that you really want to do is you want to use your shingles as a guide. You want to use your shingles as a guide when you're cutting. If you're a lot of guys aren't familiar with the saw. If you've been on an engine your whole career and you end up on a roof, you're probably not going to be real comfortable with it. But you want to just try to follow your shingles if you can. If it's a metal roof, you want to go perpendicular to the seams. You want to make your cut as straight as possible. It doesn't have to be 100% straight. It'll still work, but as you can see, these cuts right here, out of the 4 people that cut it, 1, 2, 3 of them are fine. You know, I wouldn't use that one. That was an engine guy. So, but as you can see, if you put it in, even if I put it in, which you don't want to use a cut like this, I just want to show you, for instance, if you did put this in here, it's still, you know, it's still locked in. It's still locked into place. It's not going anywhere. But you really don't want your cut that big. So it does take some training with your saw to get comfortable with it. And that's it. Thank you. This video is to show you the proper placement of the hooks. If you look at the hook right here, this is one hook, and that right there is the other hook. You can see that this is in, it's only out about a couple of inches. That's the way you want it. That's when it's locked in totally. And I'll show you if it's improperly mounted into the roof. You're going to see a lot more play in that. You don't want to use this when the hooks are like this. You can see that's about 4 or 5 inches of metal sticking out on this hook and on that hook. So the proper placement for the hooks is to have them only sticking out about a couple of inches, 1.5 to 2 inches. Thank you. And after it's seated, obviously, you have your adjustment bar right here, which is how you're going to adjust it up and down, and your safety lanyard, which is going to be attached to you.